started and opened the season. Oh, he's going to go for the return. That gamble did not pay off. Team down at the 12-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll run the option. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Handoff from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking to go up top on first down. Feeling some heat. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
Timeout, LSU.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. And, guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a 1st and goal. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. On the option. Quick toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. On the ground, it's Durham. Plows through the defense. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Collins. He fires one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Goes to the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Tigers. What a grab and go for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the ground with the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Collins. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling.
Going deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Dixon. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Going up top on 1st down. They're bringing heat. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll run the sneak for it. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll try to pop the draw. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now on second down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run play action. Just ran over it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking for space. It's Durham. At the 40, there he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The run to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Toss to the outside. Nice move there. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Running for it on 4th down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Crosses the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wants to throw on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
Now, how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
On second down, just keeps firing. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here for the offense. Now they'll run the draw. just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass, it's Collins. Pocket starts to collapse. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid. Humber to stop him from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of him. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Collins. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on them, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Clemson is quick to the line. It's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be...
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hauls it in. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the run, it's Durham. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, they give to the back. The ball pops out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The Tigers in the hurry-up.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Dixon. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Touchdown Tigers! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Number 12.
On to attempt the try.
And the score. The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're lining up to boot it away.
LSU 14.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Bringing it back. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Movement here from the tight end. They want that clock to run. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Clemson now operating in the red zone. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful...
Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
Number 33 with the carry.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 38 over Texas Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Give to the running back.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coaches, block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long.